Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It is now shocking that Raila Odinga is declaring that we don't have a government. Reason being is that the abductions are so terrifying that even as we speak, five of course, young youths, they have already been abducted. We don't know where they are. So Raila Odinga is coming out to say that the government should come out very clear to react on these abductions that we are seeing. Because now we are being taken back to the dark days where you are being abducted and detained and even being tortured. But today, as before, you could be abducted, then you are being taken somewhere that even the government can understand where you are. But as you speak, as Raila Odinga's declaration is coming at a time that the national police, led by the IG, Mr. Kanja, they don't know who are these individuals who are abducting Kenyans. So when Raila Odinga is coming out to say that if these abductions are continuing to be like this, then we don't have a government. But the same government is campaigning for him for the African Union Commission chair. Does it mean there is no link in between Raila Odinga and William Ruto's government? Because if truly he was having that 100% link, Raila Odinga could have decided to go and meet William Ruto and even could have advised William Ruto that this is not the right trajectory. But the motive of Raila Odinga coming at a time that now Kenyan, 5 of young youths wamekuwa abducted, is showing such kind of his words. We are putting them into quotes. We don't know and we don't understand how. Then, if he's saying that, William Ruto is going to react, than even going behind the scene and telling William Ruto that this motive of abducting the young youths who are just coming out to express their opinion, in fact, independent opinion, is going to create chaos. Remember, as we speak, there is another demonstration that is being organized where the thing that is now catalyzing this demonstration is about the abduction we are seeing today. So I want you to listen to Raila Amolo Odinga. But before we do, as you always do, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. As you watch, please consider liking the video. Let us listen to Raila Amolo Odinga.
Issue of abductions of innocent people. This is a primitive thing. And it is something that is very strange. You cannot live in a country where people disappear or people are abducted for no other reason and kept incommunicado for a long time. That shows that there is no government. The government must take this matter seriously. And this thing must end completely. People have been abducted. Families have been left in pain. Many parents have been crying. Our child was abducted the other day, and by some people who were uniformed, and you have never seen this child up to now. These kind of things are very strange. So I want to urge the government to ensure that this matter ends completely this year. We want a safe and secure country. We want a safe and secure country. Gone were those days when they used to arrest you and take you to Nyayo House. But at least then you're being taken to Nyayo House, which is a government institution. These days you're being taken to unknown places. We don't want these kind of primitive things to happen in our country. It's primitive and it's unacceptable.
So at the same note, remember when Raila Odinga is coming out to say that, Kenyans are coming out to tell Raila Odinga that remember one thing, when you're talking like that, it is a good thing you go and withdraw your members in this government, or rather withdraw your support from this government, because this government is going to destroy you. Remember, the support that Raila Odinga was having is deteriorating day by day. And some individuals who are even coming out to say very clear that this man has fought for this country. And that is the truth. The man has fought for this country. He is among those individuals who are detained when we were looking for this freedom of expression, freedom of speech, this issue of multi-partyism. But the man, just this government of William Ruto, is critically destroying Raila Odinga completely. So Kenyans are coming out bold enough telling Raila Odinga, you have a time. You have a time to correct yourself. You have a time to withdraw your members from this government, or else things are not going to be good to you. Listen to this, Kenya.
Amolo Odinga, that tough statement you have given to Kenya Kwanza government against the abduction of young Kenyan youths who are frustrated with Kenya Kwanza government is very welcome, but it's not enough. You must also withdraw your members of ODM from the cabinet. You are the one who seconded those members to government, to the cabinet, after the Gen Zs were just very close to sending Kenya Kwanza government home. You saved them. And now you're telling us that this government is primitive. You told us in 2022 that this government is illegitimate and they must go home. But when the Gen Zs started protesting for the finance bill 2024, you saved them. You saved the government. We know that the government is scared, dead scared by the Gen Zs. The Gen Zs have a brain, but this government is scared of brains. So Raila Amolo Odinga, the only way we can take you very seriously that really this government is primitive, as you say, which I actually acknowledge that is primitive, is for you to withdraw your members of ODM from the cabinet. That's the only way we can save Kenya. Because Ruto is so scared by young people just because they are opposing his government and his policies. But Ruto opposed Uhuru's policies for 4 straight years, picking young people from the streets and taking them to undisclosed places. It's worrying. We are in the 21st century where people are educated and they can talk as long as you have not committed a crime. This idea of behaving in a primitive manner of just plucking young people from the streets and taking them to undisclosed places is unacceptable. So Raila, really, for you to redeem yourself, you need to do more than just giving a statement. Withdraw your members from the cabinet.
So I think going forward, the man must understand and know that Kenyans, they're so furious, and they just want to understand what is this that is happening. As Kenyans are just coming out to express their feelings how the government is not doing what it is required of them. It is so tragic. And again, it is traumatizing because even if you go and try to understand those who have went through those dark days during the Gen Z's demonstration, June 25th, it is so traumatizing. You cannot even sit and listen to what they were done to. Because look at the issue of this abduction when it came during the Gen Z's demonstration 25th of June this year. You could see many were abducted, and even some of them, as you speak today, they are unaware to be seen. You cannot see them, Look at how Kenyans were killed during the demonstration of the Gen Zs. You can clearly understand how Kenyans are so traumatized because someone is being abducted, being found in River Yala, or even in a swamp, or even in Kware, it is so traumatizing. So I think, for me, as a Kenyan, the time has reached whereby we must tell each other the truth. As much as we are so concerned, we must realize that this country belongs to all of us. And we must come out to express our anger towards this government because they have failed. And in fact, as much as they are so terrified about Kenyans coming out to, of course, direct their anger to them, they must come out to correct, because you cannot tell me the State House, they don't know who is abducting Kenyans. The same thing, the National Police Service, they don't understand who is abducting Kenyans. The DCI, they don't know. And then the government is having the National Intelligence Service. This National Intelligence Service is being led by Nurdin Haji. Nurdin Haji has not come out to tell us who are these individuals, because you cannot tell me they don't know. They do understand, It is just they are just covering up. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? I'm just stopping at that point. Please consider liking the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel. So consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. Bye-bye till you meet in another video.